Good morning, all. Today we are going to discuss the topic on components of IoT. So these are the five major components. So as to establish a IoT connection, right? So the first and primary block is sensors and actuators, followed by connectivity, then IoT cloud, and data analytics and user interface. Every project or every product is aimed for user interface or customer end services. So in that way, the user interface is nothing but the customer or end user. Right from block 1, sensors and actuators. Sensor is nothing but a device or a component that senses the physical entity or physical phenomena around us or around the environment. Let us say, for example, measuring the temperature or measuring the humidity level. All these comes under sensors. That sensor detects the input from the premises and it gives the real-time output. The sense element or the sense data is a raw data. It drives the actuator. Actuator in the sense it can be anything like motor, pumps, valves, or even LED. All these represents whether the previous block or the sensed data is quite enough to drive the actuating element like motor or LED. So the actuator, the name itself implies it acts on the sensed output. Sensed output is the input to the actuator and the actuator in turn gives the real-time response. So the sensor is the one which senses the environment and it gives the physical output. Physical input converts that input into the electrical signal. That signal is given to the actuator as an input and that actuator gives the real-time response of the particular event. Then all this data can either be conveyed to a nearby premises or it can be stored for further processing of the data. So that storage and further processing is done in IoT cloud. Right. So as to build a bridge between the sensor actuator and IoT cloud, we need a connectivity. The connectivity can be achieved either through wired or wireless communication. So we know what a wired communication is. It is a LAN connection or something through optical connection also, wired connection. And what about wireless? Can anyone answer? Abhishek?
Each 300 meters, we can use Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Zigbee, and LoRa communication.
Yes. Good. So coming to IoT cloud. This is the place where the data is being stored and also processed for fruitful analysis. Right? Let me know a few cloud services from your end. Bharat, can you answer?
One of the most popular cloud services are Firebase.
So one of the most popular cloud service he has in shared. Can any other share the few cloud services or service providers? Name also can be yes, right.
One of the other used cloud is AWS cloud provided by Amazon.
Followed by the cloud, after the data has been stored and processed, next is data analytics. This is completely used or performed based on different algorithms and mainly applied for comparison of data based on the learned values using deep learning and machine learning. Then followed by this is the user. He can interface or he can interact whether the data is okay or no. The learning has to be completely refined and should be proper. In that case, the user can interact with the service and he can get many more iterations for better outcome. And apart from the user interface, the notification alarms or email is also sent to the end user for getting the information for acknowledgement purposes or for authentication, etc. Yes. So anyone can summarize today's session?
Ma'am, shall I come to this session?
Yes.
Hi, this is Kamal Surat. I am going to conclude this summary of the session. Today we are seeing about the components of IoT cloud. First it comes to sensor and actuators. Sensor is getting the real-time input and giving the real-time output to the actuators. It is connected using wired or wireless. Wired through LAN, it can be IP6 or IP4. Wireless we use, example we can take Zigbee. Zigbee communication. There will be two modules with an antenna. One is transmitter, another is receiver. The transmitting range is 10 to 100 meters. So while in industry it is most used in communication. Then comes to IoT clouds. In IoT clouds we use more cloud service, like now we are using Amazon Web Service. Next is data goes to IoT data analytics. That will be check the data from the sensors and provide the final output, where the output can be notification, alarm, buzzers, emails and messages. Thank you.
Hope you understood this lecture series of components of IoT. The rest we will see in the next class. Thank you.